Because people tend to focus on fear. It really is so easy to control and be controlled. So the media repeatedly deploying the Project Fear campaign. Well, Japan is the same, but is it the same in India? It'll be a huge step to get through this rough spot. I mean, we will get through it anyway, so I think it's more beneficial to focus on enjoyment. It's called false positive. There are chances to have a good percentage of false positive rates. Because we're in a difficult situation, it's important to get together, share, and encourage one another. More I discuss deeper with many other people, I thought, yes, this is the moment for StarSeeds. Okay, it's StarSeed channel, and I am Yoshi. I'm Akiko. Hello everyone, and nice to meet you. Okay, I've got this topic to discuss today, not to be swayed by fake news, and I'd like to discuss it with you. Okay? Of course, there are pros and cons about it. However, as Akiko and my opinion, we think it needs to be watched carefully. What do you think, Akiko? Oh, you mean about Vacxxne? Yes, being careful is a good point. But at the same time, if you look at the whole thing from five-dimensional point of view, for those people who must have it done, like healthcare workers, it would be better for them not to be stressed about it too much. I feel like if you tune into the energy, and it won't make any difference whether if you have it done or not. I personally feel it would be better not to have it done if you have a choice, as it's not yet guaranteed its safety. It wasn't developed with a long history of enough tests, so I wouldn't rush to have it done. I see. What about you, Yoshi? I have so much to say about this topic, but I will try and make it short. Well, this is my favorite topic. I mean, I have plenty of information. Yeah, it's the topic many people want to know about. One thing I can say is, yes, if you think about it logically, it's still at the point where the clinical trials on human bodies aren't finished yet. My question is, even then, are you sure if you want to have it done at this point? I want people to have question about it, first of all. The second thing is, I work as IT consultant for different companies, as you know. Through my work, I once partially helped distribution of antibody test kit like PCR test, and I've been digging deeply on that field since then. And what I learned is, there is this thing called false positive. There are chances to have a good percentage of false positive rates with those tests. According to one theory, it's said to be 90% of the results can be false. I highly recommend people to look into the evidence, of course, but it's commonly known that both antibody test kit and PCR test results can be false in high percentage. Adding to that, again, I recommend people to look it up. But, for example, the ex-Pfizer vice president, he's clearly warning the world not to have it done, even though it was developed in his own company. Yes, what would you say about this fact? I want people to do some research. I know having too much information is also not healthy, but at the same time, avoiding knowing the information because of the fear you have will make it even more frightening. It's important to face the information, the truth from original source without fear, and then make decision. Otherwise, it becomes real anxiety by avoiding the information just because you're scared to face it. You don't want to build up a negative energy. I think that's something worth everyone to consider. Yes. That is important too. Shall I stop now? I can go on and on. We know that. At the same time, knowing too much information will make you anxious too. Some people doing moderation fall into dark side. Need to be aware. Yes, do things in moderation. Everything needs balance. Yes, indeed. I'm pretty confident I'm keeping myself balanced. For some reason, you do get necessary information at the right timing though. Yes. In the end, what you choose to know is the choice you made, which is the best choice for you, of course. But I also think those people who is watching this video is probably watching it for a reason. Yes. Maybe the viewers of this video can take a chance to think about what I said earlier. Yeah, including the situation in India. I've been calmly observing and wondering when this Covxd&Vacxxne issue ends. But then I saw some news somewhere saying 500 million people in India got Covxd virus. That's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. That's definitely fake news. I wonder I'm included. They want to make everyone being infected. It's almost funny. How can it be 500 million? I guess excluding people who took tests and got negatives, perhaps all the rest who didn't even take tests are counted as positives. Am I being counted too? Would you call this some of the information are completely hoax? Yes. Yes, some are. One thing I need to say is, yes, I hope people remember the number of infected cases, including Japan. Those numbers of infected people are literally the number of positive results of PCR test. It's not the number who actually got infected, it's the media. The Ministry of Health announces as a number of positive results of PCR test, but the media somehow replace it as infected cases, although people have absolutely no symptoms. So if you have the test done twice, well, this is like a trick, but if they have the test twice or 3 times, the result will be negative. Wow. I shouldn't probably say too much, but it's true. You know a lot about it. Yeah, I was dealing with test kits before. I used to do antibody tests on myself just to see how it works for my interests. It was one of many works you've done. Yeah, I did help with the marketing for online distribution system. That's when I was introduced with the test kit and spent time on researching. I see. And I spoke to the specialist then. They were saying those test results are not perfectly accurate, especially PCR tests. Oh, I see. Right. Even Carrie Mullis, the person who invented PCR test, was saying not to use the test for infectious diseases. Really? That's something... Yeah, he's already passed away in 2019. Yes, I think that says it all. I just wanted to remind people to be aware of fake news we often hear and see. Yeah, find moderation and balance. We need to look at the world with bird's eye view from high up. Yes, especially a time like now, just like a bird. The thing I find it strange with the Covxd situation, yes, not just people who got infected, but there are many people who recovered as well. Some don't even have symptoms. Yes, right. I'm in a rural place in India, but there are some people who got infected. However, the chances of recovery are high. None of them were a severe case in my area. People recover, but they don't focus on it. They don't report that. Of course, the number of the people who got infected increases, but there are definitely a number of people who recovered as well at the same time. I agree. Maybe we should keep on saying the opposite of what media say. Saying we recover? Yeah, I recovered, hooray! I don't know about India, but in Japan, more than 99% of the population haven't got it. Don't you think we should celebrate each day like, yay, more than 99% of the people didn't get it? That would be a great news. That's so true. And it shows how easy to control people with fear, to get them into one circle. It really does. Just like the news about India, it instantly made many people worry. So I got several messages which surprised me a lot. The media was clearly using videos to fuel anxiety. For example, they were showing somewhere like crematorium, cremating bodies with fire and all that. In Indian custom, they only leave the body for half a day or so, and then they immediately cremate bodies. To me, it seemed like an ordinary crematorium. Oh, I don't know, it's my guess. Maybe that's the case in the city area. But someone who's Indian mentioned it was an ordinary crematorium, so I felt something wasn't right. The vision had too much impact. Well, I love to dig into things. So I did look up some news source. Then I found out it was filmed back in 2018 and 19. Yeah, there you go. That makes sense. The video with strong image will give a strong impact to people.